But as soon as you cook it, as soon as you boil it, as soon as you fry it, it goes stale, it loses something in it. So raw food is the best for you. And diet goes right in hand in hand with training. We're talking about a window of time where you have to eat after you train. Your body's really searching for those nutrients. It is as important as your hydration. It is as important as the strength of your muscles. Your diet is a number in the 8 things that's necessary to bring your machine up to 100%. When you talk about resistance training, I said it forever. I was going to be a professional bodybuilder, like I said, and I read every magazine you could ever imagine. And I am a genetic freak. I don't have to work out. I will look like this. I haven't done my arms in 6 months. I look like this. I was born this way. I will always look like this, provided I don't drink a keg of beer tonight. Some people are blessed like that. Those are the kind of people that go into pro bodybuilding. Because one shot and suddenly they're 400 pounds. They're already enhanced. Their bodies are naturally that way. Most people aren't built like that. Most people aren't genetically blessed. They're regular people. And when you talk about resistance training in that way, you need to sort of have an overall workout that fits your body. Everybody's body is different. Everybody's musculature is different. Everybody's exertion level and growth level is different. And it takes, like the art that we're doing, a little bit of trial and error and a lot of record keeping to really get knowledge of what your body takes to grow. Now, there are some basic elements that you should always follow. One is the same as the arts. You should always breathe and have perfect form and nothing less. Anything out of your form goes out of your muscle and attacks your tendons, just like a submission. It attacks your joints, your cartilage, your musculature, instead of the actual muscle itself. So when you're losing your form, you're damaging your body, not growing your muscle. So the first thing is you never lose your form, and everything starts with a breath. Every single exertion should start with a breath. And that way weightlifting is very much like the form of art, or the art form of fighting. It's a breath, exertion, you're creating force, you're building strength in your muscle. What I do for weightlifting is a mixture of strength and bodybuilding. And the mixture is, I never go to failure as you would in bodybuilding. I do 6 to 10 reps, but I never go to failure. I'll never go until I can't do another. I always save one. And the reason why I do that is what I learned from strength training is if you always train strong, if you lift every day of your life strong, your body, brain doesn't know any better. It will get stronger every day of your life because it thinks that that's what it's supposed to do. Your body is the perfect machine. You could put a 200-pound dumbbell on your back, and eventually your body would think it was normal and would just grow around it and create a structure to carry the dumbbell around. That is the way that your body reacts to lifting heavy weight. So if you want to get really strong, lift every single day of your life, 7 days a week, but lift for 15 minutes and lift 3 exercises, perfect form. 3, 4, 5 reps, as strong as you can, and always leave one in the tank. That'll make you really strong. You're not going to look like a Greek god, but you will be strong as shit. And when you're talking about fighting or defending yourself or going into combat, strength is much better than a good aesthetic look. I'm in the middle because I also want to look good, and I also want to bring mass with me. So I'm between the 6 and 8 range. Never go to failure, always perfect form. Then I usually do 1 or 2 exercises each day. That's it, 7 days a week. So this morning I got up. I was supposed to train with George, but I was kind of hungover, tired, so I went to the gym. There were no giant weights, so I did 1 superset that was 9 minutes long, and it was biceps, shoulders, squats, flies, push-ups, forearms, squats, neck, triceps. 9 minutes, 1 continuous set, and then I walked out of the gym. I never fatigued myself, but I blew my entire body up. I never let go of the weight, so my grip was constantly hardened the whole time. And when I left, I felt so freaking strong because I was lifting strong the whole time. It was perfect form, as good as I could. All I know about strength training is that if you always do that, you're always going to be strong because you're never fatigued. You never go past the point where you should. And then the opposite of that is be careful if you're following a bodybuilding workout, because fatiguing your muscle 100% means that when you go in here and you do your technique, it's not healed, it's still fatigued. So any kind of stress, tears, strain on it is going to be amplified because it's already exhausted. So doing a bodybuilding type of workout and doing submission stuff doesn't really go hand in hand. You got to kind of modify it. But most of my stuff, what I realized is all the studying I did helped me mechanically to figure out how I should work my body. Now it's all in gyms, on plaques next to the machine. It's really simple to figure out what to do. Where I got most of my growth was keeping a journal and writing down how much it weighed, how many I did, how I felt, were there any injuries, was there pain, when I ate. And when I wrote it down and I wrote it all out, it was simple. You can see what made me strong, what made me not, what made me grow, what made me not. The biggest asset to all of you guys, besides the intention to do it, is getting a journal and really writing down everything that you do. I found out I was spending 50% of my time trying to figure out what I did last time. So my hour workout was about a half hour of figuring out what I did last time, which is stupid. If you go in a gym and you know what you want, you know how to get it, and you know that you're going to grow, it should take you however long it takes, 20 minutes, 12 minutes. It doesn't really matter. When I go in a gym now and I lift, it takes about 24, 25 minutes, the whole thing, and then I go home.